welcome to some Day 2 action of the 40th Annual Pictou Band Memorial Tournament here in the wonderful Pictou County Wellness Center. Presented by Hive Button Sports. This morning's game sees the Antigonish Bulldogs scoring a record of 1-0-1. 1 win, no losses, and 1 tie. Playing the Shediac Predators. 1 game for them so far, it being a win. Both teams fighting for positioning here as the quarterfinals come up tonight. It should be a good one, and we'll be back with it in just a moment. It is loud inside the Aliant rink here at the Wellness Center. As Bordeaux lines up against Landry there. The Dogs win the puck. Chipped up against the wall. Just chipped into the zone as Shediac will retreat back to pick it up. Trying to break out, intercepted around the slot. Landry working in. He's going to shoot, and that's stopped and covered by Herbert. Getting the nod in this one for Shediac. The face-off will be to his left here. As Landry's kicked out of the face-off circle, McIsaac will come in for him. Puck's dropped, one back by Antigonish. Stumped in deep, just out of the reach of McIsaac. Shediac will pick it up. Stolen again. Here comes Shediac. Working in, looking for someone out front. No one there. Dove on and covered up. So I can't see who got the start for Antigonish this morning. Not even a minute into this one yet. Puck's dropped. Ramdeen tries to get it on net. That's blocked. Antigonish trying to go the other way. Just dumped in. Fight for it within the corner. Comes back to the point. McKenna. Cross ice shot. That just goes wide. McKenna will pick it up again. He dumps it into the corner. They'll come out in front, but there's no one there, and Shediac will go the other way. Just tipped out. And he will pick up the puck again. Horn has it. Horn gets it up, but Landry's going to intercept that. With Carr on him. He'll move it over. Chipped up and taken by Antigonish. It's turned over. LeVlaw picks it up. He loses the puck. McIsaac. McIsaac can only chip it in. Boudreau and Sorey going after it. Puck's fanned on. Picked up. There's a penalty coming. It looks like it'll be against Shediac. And it will. As there'll be a cross-checking penalty, and Antigonish will go on the power play. As we're 2 minutes into this first period, Antigonish going to get the first power play of the game. Puck's dropped. Shediac wins that. Fighting for it in the corner. That's thrown out just past Antigonish defense, and that's going to go all the way down to Antigonish's zone. They're going to have to retreat back to their own, behind their own net, regroup, waiting for this play to develop. Working forwards, just can dump it in. Going after Sorry. He chips it past Landry into the corner. Thompson, though, keeps it in at the point, makes another move to keep that puck in. Chip down deep. Around the far boards. Works it down low. Chip towards the front of the net, no one there. McCausey couldn't get anything with that. And that's thrown all the way back down. So McDougall will just leave it behind his own net there. Bulldogs trying to get something going. A minute left in this power play. Thompson working wide. Force wide. Cutting towards the net. Can't get the shot off. Second opportunity just sent over the net. McCausey will pick it up behind the net. His centering pass. Knocked off the stick. Can't be kept in. That puck's going to go all the way down to McDougall. McDougall just leaves it there for Sangster. Sangster letting things develop on his own net. He throws it up the boards to Horn. Horn across the ice. That's just chipped in. Albert picks it up. Chips it up the boards. Working with it up the ice. And just chipped into the corner. And Shediac will have it alongside the half boards. That looks like this will kill this penalty. Great early kill here for Shediac. Horn has it, sorry. He's trying to work around. Lots of white jerseys surround the puck now. Battle for it behind the Antigonish net. Picked up and thrown back to the point. Shot, blocked in front. Horn throws it up for Karn, just out of his reach. And Herbert's going to just cover that one up for a stoppage in play. So great kill there early on for Shediac, as they're able to keep the puck, for the most part, out of their own zone. As Antigonish could not capitalize on that early opportunity. Puck's drop. It's a defensive zone win for Shediac as they just dump it out of their zone. McKenna's going to have to retreat to his own zone and pick it up. He just dumps it out, and Rundeen just dumps it right back into the zone. Antigonish working up. Landry has it alongside the near boards. Puck's knocked off his stick. He retreats back for it. Gets to McCausey. Pass up for Dykers just past him. Sorry, that was for Dwyer. And that just went past him. So that will be an icing. So the puck will go all the way back down to the Bulldog zone. So Blanc going to line up against Dwyer for this face-off. Dwyer wins it back. Nobody there, so there's going to be a battle along to the boards. He picks up the puck himself. It's chipped up to Landry around center. Landry fighting off some Shediac players as McKenna just dumps that in, hits the side of the net. Ramdeen tries to get it past, doesn't. Michigan attempt. Oh, that was almost a great opportunity there. Armstrong's pass goes wide. Shot and handled with ease there. That would have been one way to start the morning with a Michigan. Not to be. As Herbert shuts the door. So we're just over 5 minutes in. We're still 0-0. Another offensive zone draw for Antigonish. Puck drop. One back. Thompson. Thompson shot. Gets shin pads. Armstrong, though, just dumps it into the corner. Dwyer chasing after it. Sorry picks it up. Shipped off his stick. Shediac looking to get it out. Landry just chips into the corner. Coming back out, and Thompson just fires it into the far corner. LeBlanc giving chase. Landry can't keep it in, and that's going to go all the way down to the Antigonish zone. And that'll be another icing. So we'll go right back down to Shediac territory as the last little bit's been spent predominantly down here. Shots thus far. Antigonish has 4. Shediac's yet to record a shot on McDougall, which is always dangerous when he goes long bits between shots as the face-off's blown dead there. Spakazic is kicked out of the face-off circle. Puck's finally dropped. Shediac wins it. Thompson keeps the puck in. He fires it down just out of the reach of McIsaac. It's going to go around to the far side. Armstrong can't keep it in, but Boudreau does. Dyker's fighting for it. He can't win it back. McIsaac chasing Sorey. Sorey going behind his own net. Up the half wall. That's intercepted by Dykers as he just fires it into the corner. McIsaac's going to fight for it. As it's intercepted again. Thompson, shot. That goes wide. As there's a battle for it behind the net. Shediac looks to come out with it. Pass up. Chip back in by Armstrong. Sorelli gets the puck up. Here comes Shediac. Shot. Just gets a piece of something. Goes up and over the net. Big hit there in the corner. Shediac still circling with it. Getting some also time now. Shot. It looked like McDougall got a piece of that. That went up and over. Albert passes over. Carter passes in the neutral zone. It's just dumped in. Sangster behind into the corner to get it. He gets hit hard into the boards. Battle for it. There's bodies on the ground. Pushing and shoving. That's Horn in there. Sangster. Powder in. Horn tries to move it out. He can't. Sangster reverses it. Back for Armstrong. Armstrong on the near boards. His chip doesn't work. As Shediac in some great offensive zone time now. It eventually does get out of the zone. Albert back to pick it up. And that's going to be thrown, and that's blown offside. As it hit Carr when he was onside. And chipped offside. And O'Brien picked it up thinking it was onside. Not the case. So we're going to face off just outside of the Shediac zone. Puck's dropped. One back. Sangster just dumps it in. Landry, though, blocks it for Shediac. Remdine working with it. A lot of dogs around him. Puck's chipped up to Landry. Shediac looks to break out. Stolen there. Dwyer trying to make something happen. He couldn't skate through the 3 Shediac defenders. And the puck just chipped the other way. Turn around, fired up. McIsaac working in. McIsaac. Dwyer. Shot. Just goes wide. Battle for it between Landry and Remdine in the corner. McIsaac chips it back. Remdine chips it past Landry. Puck's thrown up. Kept in. But not for long as here comes Shediac. Malay gets past one. And there's going to be a penalty. This time against Antigonish. As it looks like Sangster's going to go to the box for interference. As this brings up Shediac's first opportunity. Draw one by Shediac. Malay back to Landry. Landry shot. That hits a stick in front and goes wide. Cercelli works it back to the point. Passes just out of the reach of Landry. They're going to have to retreat back to their own zone and regroup. Moved up. Malay has the puck. That's onside. He's working back. Slap shot. The one-timer and a big save there by McDougall. Is Monroe. Had a big one-timer there and was denied by John David McDougall. Puck's dropped, one back by Shediac. Landry has it at the point. He works it down low. Circelli loses the puck. That's head all the way down to Hairbear there in the Shediac zone. Landry's back down to pick it up. Landry with some speed, working through his own zone. His pass up can't be held. And Shediac's going to have to retreat back to the neutral zone and try again. Pass is cut off by Armstrong. Armstrong chips it up and out just past Landry. 50 seconds left in this interference penalty. As Shediac works in, pass just couldn't be handled. Puck goes right wide of the net. Shediac stays with it. Mallet. Centering pass can't be handled. And that's promptly dumped right back down to the Shediac zone. 30 seconds left on the power play. Shediac has time for one more rush here on the man advantage. Reverses in his own zone. Puck's passed up. LeBlanc loses it. Battle for it alongside the corner. 6 seconds left on the penalty. And that whistle's blown with a second left on the penalty, so that should effectively kill off Sangster's interference penalty. As there's 4:17 remaining in this opening frame. Puck's dropped. Won by Antigonish. We're back to even. Try to chip up to the Horn there as he just got on the ice for Sangster. That's blocked down. Alberta tries to knock the puck down. O'Brien still gets there. Here comes Horn. Horn working in. And he's forced wide and loses the puck. Battle for it alongside the corner. Body's hitting the ground. Horn still battling. DeGrace is in there. Horn gets the puck out. Back to the point for the Bulldogs. Shot from the point. Blocked in front. The rebound just sent into the pads there. And there's going to be a delayed penalty against Antigonish, it looks like, as here comes Shediac. DeGuay just chips it in. And McDougall holds on to that. So that's going to be a spearing call against Horn, I believe. It is. Mac Horn. 2 minutes for spearing here with 3:25 remaining in the period. Another opportunity for Shediac. As Dwyer picks up the puck at his own zone, and he's just going to fire that all the way down the ice. Landry, with Landry on his tail. He's going to get this going for Shediac. Working up the near side. Forced wide. His backhand hits the post. Rebound. And that's held on to by McDougall. Keeping this a 0-0 game with 3 minutes and change remaining in the first period. This Landry's backhand shot hit the post and went back to the front of the net there. McDougall making a nice save as Armstrong batting Cirelli behind the net for the puck. And there's going to be a penalty against Shediac as that's touched up. And so we're going to be even. For a little bit, I didn't realize that Horn's penalty was a So we're going to be even for another 2 minutes, and then Shediac back on the power play for a minute 26 after that. As it's Noah Cicerelli going to the box for Shediac. Shot right off the face-off, and that's handled well by Herbert. Hebert making the save as he has 6 thus far. Another face-off to his left. Puck drop, this time won by his team, and that's dumped down. And McDougall let that go through his legs, and that was just barely missed the net. That could have been bad. But nonetheless, that's an icing. And that takes guts there, as that got a reaction from the crowd. So, since it's 4-4, icing still applies. The puck comes out in front of the net. Carr set aside there by Hebert. Hebert, great game so far. Shediac coming with the puck, intercepted. McIsaac gets the puck knocked off his stick. Albert just knocks it up to the middle of the ice. Carr to McIsaac. McIsaac breaking into Shediac's zone, tries to split the D. He gets set down. Last ditch effort. He just sends that wide. Shediac coming up here, breaking out of their own zone as the red line just tripped up LeBlanc there. Working in, shot, that goes wide. LeBlanc picks it up on the near side. He chips it behind the net. No one there except Thompson for the Bulldogs. Passes up to Carr to the middle of the ice. Sangster makes a move and passes it all the way back. It's a 1-on-2. Waiting for help, sends it, but LeBlanc picks that up. To the near ice, Ramdeen working wide, driving towards the net, shot, that goes off the head of McDougall and out towards the boards. As it'll come back to Ramdeen at the point, he holds the point, but eventually gets past him. Landry will pick it up, minute 26, 35 seconds till Shediac has a man advantage again as that puck comes to Welling. He works it up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc's taken down. McKenna throws it back behind his own net. It's thrown up. Misses everybody. That's going to go all the way down. Hebert plays it there. No icing. Shediac looking to go the other way to Welling. Past him. That's going to go all the way down. And there will be no icing on that one either. It's fired all the way around. Dwyer's going to pick it up on the far boards. And he dumps that down as the Shediac penalty has ended, so they're back to a power play for the next minute 15. That puck misses everybody and picked up in the Antigonish zone. Babineau knocks Dwyer's glove off, so he'll retreat safely back to his zone. He moves the puck up. LaGrace working wide. Back to Dewey. His centering pass taken by Dwyer. That's knocked down there. But Sori's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. He works it back. Slap shot. Big save by McDougall from the point. And that's going to end the first period. After 1 period of play, it's 0-0. As I believe, yes, we're going to get a flood here. So don't go anywhere. Lots of great hockey left, and we'll be back after a quick intermission. Hello and welcome back into the Wellness Center. Pad B here as we are well into day 2 here of the 40th annual Pictou County Bantam Memorial Tournament. As we're having a game right now between the Antigonish Bulldogs and the Shediac Predators. If you're just joining us, thank you for choosing to spend your Saturday morning with us here. After we've played one period, shots 6-5 for Antigonish. If you like defensive hockey, this might be the best game you'll watch in a long time. Both teams played some solid defense here. Antigonish is going to start the period short-handed, as Mac Horn had a 4 minutes for spearing. There's 35 seconds remaining on that penalty. So the goalies skate down. They're putting the nets back out. We're still waiting for refs before we can get underway here in the second period. Couple good chances for both sides in the first, as a win would prove huge for Antigonish, as they're 1-0-1 so far in the tournament, this being their last round robin game as the top 6 make it through to the medal rounds. Shediac still has another game to be played after this, so a loss would not end their weekend, but a win would do wonders. A lot to be played for here. As the pag's being put on the net here, as the linemen get back out on the ice. Some rowdy parents here, some rowdy fans making a lot of noise for 10:20 in the morning. As we are all set to get this second period underway. Puck dropped, one back by Circelli, as that's dumped all the way down. No icing is the call. Sangster's going to pick it up on his own net. He dumps it down. That's going to go all the way down. Hebert goes down to play it, and they blow it dead for icing. Unfortunately, there was a player in the box, as it is hard to remember that when someone is starting in the box. But they're going to drop the puck at center ice here. As we get some face-off confusion going off here. Puck is dropped eventually. Sangster turns around, fires it. Albert picks it up and just dumps it into the zone. Monroe dumps it back up, working up Albert. He keeps it in. He dumps it down. Circelli centers it. That can't be handled. As we're back to even strength, and Sangster knocks that puck up onto the glass. It's knocked up. Dykers can't handle it, but it's eventually dumped into the neutral zone. Pellerin tries to work it up, as that's dumped back down by Dykers. Puck's chipped up just past LeBlanc. That's fired off the penalty box glass there, all the way back down. Albert behind his net. He gets hit by McIsaac. That puck's thrown back to the point. No one there, though. It's just dumped back in. LeBlanc picks it up. It's fired back. And then up to Mallet. Mallet working in. His shot just goes high. As Antigonish is going to work back the other way. Puck's knocked down by Remdeem. Welling tries to get it back up, hits the linesman. Second puck hits the linesman, finally gets to LeBlanc. LeBlanc working up over to Mallet. Mallet couldn't handle that puck there, it went over his stick. His Horn just chips it back behind his net. Thompson giving chase. Remdeem's going to be there. They collide, puck's left. Both of them can take a couple extra swings at each other. Pass for Carr. just goes past him. That's going to go all the way down for an icing. And we're back in the dog zone. As both teams get some fresh legs on the ice. Puck's dropped, one back by Antigonish. Chipped up, past the Dwyer, out of his reach. Landry's going to pick it up. Landry to Ramdeen. DeGuay can't handle it. Picks it back up. That just dumped right back in. McDougall thought of playing it. That went past him. DeGrace. Puck goes up and into the neutral zone. McIsaac giving chase. Dwyer coming in. And it goes back to the point. Saxer to Dwyer. Dwyer makes a move. His backhand shot goes wide. Center and pass. And Hebert just knocks it past. Saxer keeps it in. Dwyer throws it into the corner for McIsaac. McIsaac makes a move. He gets hit by Ramdeen. Puck sent back around the boards. Saxer keeps it in at the point. Dumps it down. Ramdeen's going to pick it up. He fires it down. Knocked down by DeGuay. DeGuay working in. His shot. Blocker saved by McDougall. LB Dwyer picking it up. He works it up. Antigonish breaking out of their own zone. McIsaac's just going to chip it in. It's going to go the other way. The fans calling for too many penalty against Shediac. Not coming. Monroe tries to get past Armstrong. That's shut down as Thompson has it in the corner. Battle for it in the corner. It comes back to the point. Shot goes well high. Gets back to Sori at the point. Sori's shot tipped in front. Doesn't make it to the net. And then knocked to safety to the corner. Big hit there, and there's going to be a penalty, as that's either going to be a cross-check or a boarding call. We're going to find out here. It's going to be a boarding call against Antigonish. The Shediac going to go back to the man advantage. 11:01 remaining in the second period. Will McIsaac hit him in the letters. That'll be 2 for boarding. Puck dropped. One back by Shediac. Landry at the point. He works it off the wall. Cercelli gets it. He's working in. His shot. Big save. As McDougall shuts down that opportunity. Puck dropped. One back. Sorry. Works it over to Landry. Landry works it down low. Working towards the boards, gets it back down deep. Shot from behind the net. Got McDougall in the pad. Sorry dumps it down to the corner. And that's fired all the way down. Landry picks it up. Landry's going to go for a skate. He comes in with a lot of speed into the Antigonish zone. His shot goes wide, well wide. As it gets back to Sori at the point. Sori holds the point, gets it to Cercelli. But that's eventually docked all the way down to the Shediac zone. Landry's going to pick it up again. Looking to go for a skate again. He hammers the brakes in his own zone. Waiting for the play to develop. His pass is tipped, but still gets to Sori. Sori tries to center to LeBlanc. Shot from wide, and that's saved by McDougall. As he holds on to it. So there's 55 seconds remaining on this penalty. To the McIsaac boarding penalty. As DeGrace Lines up for the face-off for Shediac on the man advantage. An huge offensive zone draw right now. Puck dropped. Grace wins it sideways to LeBlanc. LeBlanc falls down. McKenna chips it. DeGuay shot just wide. Babineau makes a move in the corner towards the net. Centering pass hits the pad, and it's just cleared behind the net there. So that was an interesting move. Back to Babineau. Battles for it. And Antigonish comes out with it. They dump that all the way down. Hebert leaves it there for his player behind the net. Shediac moving up. DeGrace. Put that. That's hammered in front of the net. Another opportunity. Diving is McDougall. Puck still somehow not in. Gets to the point. Shot. Big save by McDougall. And the Antigonish parents are loving it. As he gets a standing O. That puck bounced and bounced and bounced. I don't know how that even got out back to the point. But McDougall standing tall. Making another 3 or 4 saves right there. All of which were highlight reels. As this penalty is 6 seconds away from being over. But Shediac has all the momentum right now. Monroe kicked out of face-off draw. LeBlanc will come in for it. Puck dropped. One back by Oliver LeBlanc. That's just dumped in to the corner. That'll go out. Landry, there's pressure on him. He just dumps it in. It's dumped all the way back down to the Shediac zone. Hebert plays that. Ramdeen makes a man miss behind his net. Center stolen from him though. Carr tries to work it down deep. Carr, back door, just couldn't handle it. Was McIsaac. And Shediac's going to go the other way. Puck taken off his stick though by Carr. Carr, that's the second steal he has, as he just dumps that into Ramdeem's feet. Ramdeem's going to throw it behind his net. Armstrong keeps it in. Armstrong shot deflected out front. Back to Armstrong. Armstrong works it down low. Centering pass by McIsaac, knocked away. He just chips it behind the net. Carr's going to go down. He hits Ramdeem into the boards. O'Brien trying to get to the point. Does not work. Picked up. And here comes Shediac. Monroe. Shot! And that got a piece of McDougall's glove, and that went wide. So Monroe has it back behind the net. Centering pass. Welling shot. Big save by McDougall. J.D. McDougall. Big save. And he has 7 of them in this period. As Antigonish has been outshot by Shediac this period, 7-0. As we're about halfway through this period here and about halfway through the game, puck dropped. Going back to the point, it's chipped out. Dykers working in. Centering pass, move. Just ran out of room there. There's a battle for it behind the net. There's about 5 bodies in there. Bit of a yard sale. Smelly moving up. And that puck finally gets out of the zone. And it's just going to be far back down there by Thompson. There's going to be a penalty against Shediac this time. As there's a big collision behind the net. It's going to be a hooking call against Logan Albert. So this would be a prime opportunity for Antigonish to get something going here, as their offense has been rather stagnant here in the second period thus far. And another guy kicked out of the face-off circle. Stykers comes in to take this. Offensive zone draw on the power play, as it's won back by Shediac. Wrapped around, and that's going to go all the way down. McDougall out to play it. He leaves it there. Chase behind the net. Pass up. Carr working wide. Centering pass. Thrown back to the point. Thompson can't keep it in. Thompson working back behind his own net. Thompson, pass, just wide. Carr's going to pick it up. Carr works it to Aribello. Dykers working wide. Drops back to Aribello. Back to Dykers. Dykers. He tries to fire. That's knocked away. Shediac coming the other way with speed. Shot off the post. Not in. Rebound scores. Short-handed goal for Shediac. As they break the deadlock and they're up 1-0. There's still a minute left on this power play. All momentum's on Shediac's side. It's Dwyer moving in. Dwyer fires it in. Landry giving chase. Pass up to LeBlanc. Oliver LeBlanc. Sankser holds that in. Working in. McIsaac puck knocked off his stick. Had dumped all the way down. McDougall out to play it by the side of his net. McKenna. Morneau getting the goal. Short-handed goal. As that was a bad mistake there. And the Grace almost made him pay. Antigonish moving up. Working in Landry. Landry puck knocked off his stick. Sankser keeps it in. Landry working in. Landry shot. Hits a body in front and goes wide. And we're back to even. So not the best power play there as the puck goes up and out of the zone. Over the glass, sorry. As Antigonish actually gave up a short-handed goal. They're down. They find themselves down now, 1-0. Lots of hockey left to be played. 20 minutes and 11 seconds, actually, if you want to be exact. As both teams get some fresh lags out there. Yet another guy kicked out of the face-off circle. As O'Brien skates in. LeBlanc goes in against O'Brien. O'Brien wins it back. Welling almost knocked it out of the zone though. O'Brien has it. He works it back for Thompson. Thompson shot. Save. Rebound. What a big save there by the stick by Hebert. Rebound out in front. Puck still loose. Digging for it. Shot. They think it went in. Ref's waving it off. As the ref calls that a no goal. As he has a better view down there than we do up here. Final verdict, no goal. As the Antigonish players do not agree with him. And that puck's going to come out of the zone for some reason.
Let's go, Bulldogs!
But Antigonish, even though that puck did not get in the net, that's how you respond there to giving up the short-handed goal. But Hebert, lots of great saves on that sequence there. Is still trying to unpack that one. Puck's dropped there. We get back underway. Armstrong turns around, fires it towards the Shediac zone. Sorry's going to pick it up in his own zone. The partner pass. That puck's knocked back. Thompson in his own zone. Circling back, off the boards. Carr can't keep it out. And that finally gets out, just out of the reach of O'Brien. Babineau works it up. And then Horn just turns around and fires right back down. Sorry tries a good pass and that intercepted. Carr centering pass, kicked out of the way by Babineau. Kept in. O'Brien. It's taken off his stick. Monroe, the lone goal scorer shot. That went high. Sorry picks it up, keeps it in. He gets it down to Circelli. Working with it. Horn picks it up for Antigonish in his own corner. He spins back, passes to Thompson. Up to Carr. Carr working with it. He tries to get it to O'Brien. Babineau knocks it down, gets past him a little bit, but he retreats back safely to pick up the puck. He moves it up. Just out of the reach of Sangster. Morneau coming with it. He gets knocked off the puck. Antigonish going the other way. There's going to be a penalty to Shediac. Horn is stood up by Babineau at the blue line. And puck's eventually touched by Shediac, so we're going to get a power play for the Bulldogs. 3:31 remaining in the second period. What was a very defensive first period has turned into an all-out back and forth, electrifying second. 3:31 remaining in this period, plus another 15 in the third. We're in for an exciting finish here. Puck drop, one back by Antigonish. Aribello shot. Save, rebound, picked up safely by Shediac and dumped all the way down. McDougall's going to leave that there. LeBlanc, Sangster bound for it. Sangster comes out with it. He fires it across. Landry working in. He gets separated from the puck. And that puck's going to be dumped all the way back down. McDougall's going to have to play it behind his net. Passes it there. It gives up the puck, but LeBlanc couldn't handle it. That was almost disastrous for Antigonish. Aribello passes it up. Antigonish trying to get something settled here, trying to get something set up on the power play. Aribello working it down low. Dwyer chips it behind the net. Isaac tries to move it over. That's finally just chipped back in. Puck behind the net. McIsaac by the side of the net. He gets it knocked off his stick. Aribello works in. Working down low. Dwyer moves it back. LeBlanc just knocks it back into his own corner. Ramdeem. He chips it off the glass and out. Sangster knocks it down at his own blue line. Luke Sangster working up into the zone. Dwyer shot. Big save by Hubert with 32 seconds remaining in the power play. But Antigonish almost giving up an empty net goal on the power play. As McDougall turned that puck over behind his net, but Luke LeBlanc just couldn't get it in the back of the net. Puck's dropped, won by Shediac in the defensive zone. Tries to get it out, it's held back at the point, moves over to Thompson. Thompson shot off shin pads and the front, bouncing around. Diker shot, big save there by Hubert. As he was almost diving while shooting that. Minute 52 remaining in this period, 21 seconds remaining in the penalty. This car's kicked out of the face-off circle. O'Brien works in for the face-off circle against DeGrace. O'Brien wins it. Albert ties it up. Puck gets past Thompson. And McKenna will have to go back to his own zone, pick up the puck. He's behind his net. 9 seconds remaining on the power play. Looks like they might have time for one last quick rush. Here comes Carr alongside the boards. He's hit hard. He just gets it into the zone. We're back even. Shediac working. Can't get a pass. McKenna's given after. Pellerin, though, wins the foot race. Not sure how. Centering pass, no one there. He gets back to LeBlanc at the point. LeBlanc shot. That's patted away by McDougall. Albert keeps the puck in. There's a big hit there. As the player's down, he's getting back up. Puck's going down the other way. Shediac. Circelli stops. Spin move. Reverses back again. Gets the puck to the point to Babineau at the point. His shot goes wide. Sorry. Works back to DeGrace. DeGrace one-timer from the point. That's blocked by Horn. Circelli makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. hits the side of the net. He tried to go short side. He works the puck back to Sori at the point. His shot, saved by McDougall. Away, back to the point, back over to Sori. Sori working in, shot, big save by McDougall. He's able to hold on this time, get a stoppage from play with 19.9 seconds remaining. As it was all Shediac there. McDougall slamming the door shot, keep on this, a 1-goal game in the 9 seconds of the second period. Sori has the point back at the puck back at the point. Sori, he dumps it down. Saxer's going to pick it up in his corner though. He works it up. He can't get out. It's Babineau keeps it down. His shot blockered away by McDougall. There's a battle for it alongside the boards. 5 seconds left. Sori has it at the point. His shot. What a block there. As that's going to do it for the end of the period. Dwyer putting it all on the line. We've played 2. It's 1-0 in favor of Shediac. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break or so, and we'll be back for the third and final period of this game. Welcome back for the third period as this place is getting loud. Puck dropped, one back by Shediac. Landry's going to pick it up. Oh, and the whistle blew right away. As it was so loud you couldn't hear the actual whistle go. I'm not sure if we're going to reset there to 15 minutes exactly on the clock. And we are. Puck dropped. One sideways as it's just chipped up towards the Antigonish zone. Landry's going to have it at his own blue line. Landry turns around and he fires it. There's no icing, as they say, touch somebody. Shediac has a deep centering pass. No one there. Landry picks it up. He just works it back deep. Circelli. Centering pass, shot, big save by McDougall. Remdim shot from the point, that's gloved and knocked upwards. Carr picks up the puck alongside the far boards. He chips it past Landry. Landry's going to angle him off. He picks up the puck. Bouncing puck, Landry loses for a second. He turns around, fires it up and over the glass. As it hit the glass first, it will not be a penalty, but that will be a stoppage of play. Just 34 seconds into this game. 44 seconds into this game. Math is hard sometimes. Steiker skates in for the face-off for Antigonish and promptly kicked out. Puck's dropped. Spun back, bouncing puck in front of the net. Eventually gets to Malin. Malin's going to just work out the other way to LeBlanc. LeBlanc works it up for Welling. Welling drops it back for Albert. Works to LeBlanc. LeBlanc shot. Pad save by McDougall. Puck's chipped up to Dykers, who just chips it out. And it's just fired right back in. Uri Bello. It's off his feet. He picks up the puck. Fires it around. Albert's going to be the first one there. His shot just goes high. Battle for it. Thompson tries to knock it out. gets to the point. Mallet. Shot from the point goes high. Aribello there's a big hit there as Albert goes down hard. Shediac sells the puck though. As Antigonish finally gets it. The Dogs work it out, but here comes the breakaway. Dykers, he's tripped up. No call. McKenna keeps it in. As the Antigonish faithful were asking for a call there. McKenna keeps the puck in. He works over to Sangster. Sangster working up. Sangster shot. Just trickles wide, and what a goal line stop there by Pellerin. And there's coming a penalty as there's a trip behind the net as that's finally blown dead. As that shot there beat Hebert. Is Oscar Pellerin. A diving effort to keep the puck out. One of the best things I've seen in a while. As Albert goes to the box for the second time today. As the puck's dropped, Sangster has at the point. Dwyer can't get past the defender there. That's dumped all the way down to McDougall, who stops it there, leaves it for his defenseman. Getting something developing here. Puck moves up to Sangster. Sangster passes it to Landry. Landry cuts around the center. He's working forced wide. He stops, passes to Sangster at the point. Pass to Landry in his feet. He can only chip it to Dwyer. Dwyer chips it behind the net to McIsaac. McIsaac chips it over the net, and Sorry just punches that down. Getting a little too fancy here. The Bulldogs, that's chipped up and out of play, I think is the call. New penalty kill unit out for Shediac as that face-off's going to stay within the Shediac zone. Minute 14 remaining on the penalty. 12:07 remaining in the period in the game as Shediac wins it. Pass back to LeBlanc behind the net. LeBlanc loses it. Picked up by Antigonish. Work back to Aribello. Pass over one-timer. Just goes wide as Remdim fires it around. Thompson can't keep it in. Thompson, Aribello. Aribello turns around, fires it up. It's picked up. Dwyer to Landry. Landry pounce the puck around. Ramdeen's going to try to get it out. Aribello keeps it in. And he just chips it. It's back to him. Thompson, one-timer. That goes wide as the ref wore that off the cap and he went down. That doesn't tickle there. He's going to see a bruise there tomorrow as Aribello has the puck at the point. He works it down. 14 seconds left in the penalty. Ramdeen has a Bulldog up against the boards. He wins the puck. He's coming out. He's shielding it. He takes a tumble. Goes back down. Dwyer picking it up. Dwyer working towards the net. His short side shot blocked. Another guy taken down. No call on that one as the ref said no. Aribello as that puck's knocked away as we are even strength. It's Thompson working back with it in his own zone. He gets past to Grace. He just fires it in. Pellerin tries to get it out. O'Brien has other ideas. He just fires it right back in. That puck's fired in. Out. That's all the way down. No icing. McKenna's going to pick it up in his own zone. McKenna fires it around Cercelli. Intercepts it. Working down low. Chips it back. Cercelli behind the net. Reverses. Pass out front. Shot. Hits the side of the net. Won a couple great saves. Finally chipped in. Cercelli. And it's 2-0 Shediac. Cercelli had the wraparound. Great save by McDougall. The rebound, another great save by McDougall, and third time's the charm, as they say. As he puts the third one home, it's 2-0 for the Predators. Shediac's had all the momentum recently. As the Antigonish ref giving an explanation. Puck dropped. And Shediac just won that right away as well. Puck shot, big save by McDougall, picked up by Antigonish. Chipped up, and Albert keeps that in. His shot from the point, saves Circerelli, picks it up alongside the far boards. He's pinned up against the wall, 9:41 remaining in this game. Horn's going to have it. Horn reverses. He gets hit, he takes a tumble. Carr pokes it past Circerelli. Carr, his pass knocked away. Pellerin shot, glove save, and held on to by McDougall. 9:20 remaining. Puck dropped. Shot from the point. That's saved. It's chipped up. Babineau try to keep it in. Boudreau fighting with Babineau. Babineau wins that battle. He fires it in from the point. That's saved. Mallet dumps it in. LeBlanc fighting with McCossack in the corner. Chipped back in behind the net. Picked up by Antigonish. Antigonish chips it off the glass and out, and that's going to be blown dead, as I think it hits someone in the Antigonish bench. So we're going to get a face-off with 8:55 remaining in the game. Antigonish down 2. It's go time for the Dogs. As 2 0-1's probably good enough to make the quarters. You don't know about 1-1-1. As Antigonish working the way up, pass intended for Bordeaux, wide. Babineau picks it up. Babineau makes a move at the blue line. He loses the puck and could just knock it in. Dykers working with it. Dykers chips it up over Sorey. He's tied up though by Sorey, and he's brought down. Sorey moves it up. Artie Bellows tried to pinch there, to a no avail. Puck gets out. Sangster can just dump it right back in. Picked up by Babineau. His pass for LeBlanc goes through his feet. Welling pushes it past Artie Bellow. Artie Bellow playing the body. He chips it forwards. No one in neutral zone for Antigonish. Ramdeem just dumps it in. And just knock past him though. Ramdeem passes it back. That escapes the zone. Thompson, though, not for long, as he just fires it back into the zone. Ramdeem chips the pass. Armstrong gets it. Back to Ramdeem. He fires it off the boards. That's going to go all the way down. And that will be an icing against Shediac. So Antigonish will get an offensive zone face-off here. 7:29 remaining in the third and final period here. Antigonish needs to get something going here. Save their weekend. Puck's dropped. One forward by Antigonish, but Shediac's on that. Thompson chips it in. Just past Ramdeem. Landry's going to pick it up. Landry fires it off the glass. Pass Armstrong as he tried to pinch. That's going to go all the way down. DeGrace is going to be the first one to it. DeGrace puts on the brakes, reverses, tries to center it. No one there except the Bulldog. Chipped up. It hits DeGrace's arm. DeGrace just fires it in. Duguay. Center and pass. Thompson picked that one off. He fires it to the side. Dwyer throws it up the middle. Bouncing around. Armstrong. His pass, a little too much heat on it. No one can pick it up as Shediac going to try to turn the other way. Duguay. Stick handling shot. Big save by McDougall. Antigonish needs to regroup real quick. Puck's working down deep. Albert at the point. Carr tried to knock it off. Doesn't work. Sangster works it across the ice. Here comes Antigonish trying to get something going. O'Brien's shot. That's blown offside. And there's a couple big collisions after the whistle. And there's no calls on either of them. One was to one, so one on each side. So even if they were called, not much is going to happen, as it was coincidental. So with the offside, puck's going to come just outside. As there's a little confusion on the ice as the moment. So there is a player in the box. So there's confusion everywhere. So it looks like Shediac got a penalty there, but no one made a call. So refs are going to talk it out. So there is no penalty. I thought so. It didn't look like anyone actually made a call. And yes, okay. So everyone had it right the first time. It was just an offside with no penalty. The puck's coming back outside of the zone, as that was slightly confusing there. As I think Monroe gave himself a penalty. This puck's back to McKenna, so I'm sure he's relieved that he's not in the box. The Sangster fights with Circelli as the puck goes into the Antigonish zone. Bound for it. Sangster wins it. Not for long, though, as Halloran has it at the point. It's knocked away by Carr. It's a one man to beat. Carr working in. He's forced wide by Albert. His shot. Big save by Hebert. He's held on to that as the fans are loving it here. .5:45 remaining in the third. It's 2-0 for Shediac over Antigonish. Dykers ties it up as they try to win it back. There was a Shediac player waiting there to intercept. Sorry, Mallet goes it. He's knocked down hard by McKenna. Armstrong tries to get it out. It's knocked right back, but it's quickly chipped out by McKenna, and then it's fired right back. Delayed offside, though, so Antigonish has some time to let things develop, let things regroup, and move on. Fired up to Boudreau there. That's chipped in, but then it'll be chipped back out off of LeBlanc's skates and into the Antigonish zone. LeBlanc, puck's bouncing off him a lot in the last couple seconds here as the puck's finally fired over to Babineau. Babineau works over to Sori. He works it up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc dodges a hit but loses the puck in the process. Puck comes out of the zone. There's delayed offside. And he's just going to pick up the puck with 4:45 remaining. Landry on the near side chips it up. Sori's going to pick that up right before the streaking Armstrong as that's dumped in, and Sangster's going to pick it up. Throws it across the boards. Can't get to Landry. Duguay's shot hit a stick and went up over the net. And again, it's desperately trying to get something going. Landry can't handle the puck. DeGrace, it's knocked off his stick and out of the zone. Just dumped right back in. There's Antigonish left that there in front of the net for a second. Luckily, nothing happened. Chip up to McIsaac out of reach. Ramdeem trying to get it out of the neutral zone into the Antigonish territory, sorry. DeGrace fans on it a couple times. McIsaac passes it back to Thompson. Up to Landry. Antigonish trying to get something going. That's chipped in on target. And Hebert is just going to cover that. 3:51 remaining. Offensive zone for Antigonish. Offensive zone draw, pardon. Horn in for Antigonish to take the draw. And nope, never mind. He got kicked out. A lot of that been happening in this game. Carr skates in his stead. Puck drop. Pass back. Pellerin as Shediac wins the face-off. It's chipped up. Thompson catches it just over the blue line, though, so everyone has to retreat. Shediac takes the puck right back. Working wide. Artie Bello forcing him wide. This puck's in the corners. You can't really see there's that guy standing up. Knocked up to O'Brien. O'Brien's taken down, and that's going to be a penalty. There's 3:23 remaining. Antigonish, power play opportunity to get back into it. They need this like a fish needs water. As Albert going to the pucks for the third time today, as Antigonish desperately needs a goal to get back in this. Puck drop, first time this time. Babineau chasing forward in the corner. He beats McIsaac there. Babineau, sorry, that's Dwyer chasing him. Dwyer's still on him. And a great forecheck there. As Carr has it, Babineau has him pinned up against the wall. Dwyer picks up the puck. Dwyer back down to Carr. Carr working in. His shot, short side. That's saved there by Hebert. And that's held on to. Puck dropped, one back, Carr. Carr works it, Dwyer. Dwyer's shot, hits some shin pads, went wide. Carr's going to pick it up on the far boards. He works it down low. Thompson works it down, McIsaac. Making some moves. Leaves it there. Almost bad. Thompson centering pass, nobody there. There's nobody back doors. Net was wide open. McIsaac working around the point. He leaves it for Dwyer. Dwyer passes it short, back door, misses the net. Rebound, hits the side of the net. Centering pass, hits Sorey's skates. There's also no one in front of the net. Sorey dumps it out. And that's going to be the first clear of the power play. There's 50 seconds remaining in the power play. 2:15 in the game. Antigonish going up. Cercelli knocks that puck down, dumps it right back in. McDougall out behind his net to play it. He leaves it there. Antigonish. Got to move with a little more urgency here. Puck's up to Horn. Horn can't get past Ramdeen. And the puck's dumped all the way back down. McDougall back out behind his net to play it. He leaves it for Sangster. Minute 46 remaining in the game. 21 seconds remaining in the power play. He dumps it up. Gets past Ramdeen. Landry giving chase after it. Ramdeen wins that battle though. And he's going to go the other way. He chips it up. And that puck will get out of the zone. As it finally blows dead. As everyone was looking around for the puck. I think it went into the Shediac bench. As a couple guys threw their hands up. Minute 28 remaining. It's not over till it's over is what you're saying if you're the Antigonish coach. 5 seconds remaining on their power play. I've definitely seen weirder things. Puck's dropped. One backwards by Shediac into their own corner. Landry picks it up. We are at even strength. Minute 22 remaining left in this game. Ramdeen off the boards. Up to Cercelli. Cercelli, he already has one. Toe drag forced wide by Armstrong. Dykers battling forward in the corner. Ramdeen shot from the point. And that's saved there by McDougall. He holds on to it. Minute and 3 seconds left. Antigonish has to go and get two in the 63 seconds left. Puck battle for Sangster. Knocks down Cercelli. Landry goes back to Sangster. McIsaac moves it up. Landry poked away by Duguay. That's blown offside. And there's a shot after the whistle. And there's some pushing and shoving. I'm not sure what's going on here. There's still more pushing and shoving. People yelling. The ref's pointed someone to get out. And there's an unsportsmanlike penalty towards Duguay as he fired that puck about 10 seconds after the whistle. Another Dogs power play, this time with 43.6 seconds left. They still need this net empty. Dogs net empty as they'll send a 6-on-4. Landry out to take the face off. Nope, and kicked out again. Carr's going to come in this time. Carr's been pretty solid on the face-offs that he's taken. This time he wins it back. Artie Bello moves it over Thompson. Shot blocked by Cercelli. Thompson's going to have to work it down low. McIsaac picks it up. McIsaac, his shot from the point. Big save. Rebound. Still bouncing out. Cercelli has it in the corner. Cercelli tries to get it out. Thompson keeps it in. Thompson working towards the slot. His shot. Big rebound. Big save and rebound into the corner. Cercelli thrown out. It's saved by McIsaac at the point. 15 seconds left. They need to shoot. They need two. Artibello shot. Big save, and that's held on to by Hebert. Couple big saves there, keeping this a 2-goal game. And I think it's safe to say that might have iced it there by Hebert. As the face-off will move to the other side. Puck drop, one back by Antigonish. That will be saved by Artie Bello. He dumps it into the corner. Dwyer picks it up. Dwyer fans on the pass. Shot. That goes high. And Shediac improves to 2-0 as they defeat the Bulldogs in this early morning matchup. Mid-morning matchup. As Antigonish falls to 1-1-1. One's across the board. Shediac improves to 2-0, and they look good. Almost great, I would say, for the crossovers. As both teams will go to the handshake line. We'll be back with the player of the game in just a moment. Player of the game for the Bulldogs, the goalie number 1, John David McDougall, as he stopped 25 of the 27 he faced today, as Hebert and McDougall give a fist bump, as this is a great sign of sportsmanship, as McDougall's going to give a high five to every single player of Shediac. And that's fitting as the player of the game for the Shediac Cap-Pele Predator, number 1, Jacob Hebert. Thank you again for joining us today for this game. Hopefully you could join us for some more of the Pictou Bantam Memorial Tournament. See you